Let's get it started in here.
Woohoo! So, Andrew's not here. He's at work, but he'll be here for other stuff.
How dare he?
Jason's here, Kevin's here, and I'm Dennis, and Chiclet's here, actually.
I'm not here. Don't lie to me.
Okay. Jason's not here.
Oh, wait, his camera wasn't on for me. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't join you guys this evening. I'm not.
Yeah. No, Andrew's at work being a loser and having a job.
Wow, dude, that's not nice.
Hey, truth is truth, man.
Yeah. But,
Doesn't mean he's a loser, though.
The nerd's got a job.
yeah. We were such nerds last week. Like, that Lord of the Rings, like, again,
Bilbo.
going back to that.
Bilbo, we must do the thing. We must do the thing, Bilbo.
He wasn't Bilbo, he's Frodo.
Oh, Frodo.
Yeah, you said it
Shut
right
up.
in the video, though. Trust me, that's all I like.
As long as I got it right in the video.
Andrew was making fun of you because there's a part where I think like he's like, I don't know why Jason was doing it, but when you walk in the house, you're doing this with the camera so much, like Frodo, 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 and he's like, what is he doing? So we started watching it.
Have you ever seen the way, like, whenever Gandalf gets like excited like that about anything, when he gets upset, when he deals with Samwise, when he deals with anyone, he just like he does like that head shake thing, like
Yeah, but I
do
guess
not
what it
take
was.
me for a fool. It's like
My brain.
That's kind of what it was.
My brain like cut it to where like it was like from your Andrew, or no, it was from your perspective. So like you were like talking to Frodo, going, Frodo, we must do the thing, and you look at the ring like 4 times. And then there's just some, like there's 2 other parts where it's random cuts like that, because I think I cut to myself talking about Smeagol, but I stopped walking. My camera went up this way, then down, and then I started walking for no reason. And then Kevin in the village, you did like a 360, and you did like tree, and that's like I was like, what the hell is happening here? There's all these random cuts because it was just like I gotta keep that. But the nope from your girlfriend was like the best part still.
Oh, yeah?
Like that's still the best part. And like it's a good video. Editing actually
upgrading his audio quality is going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to our content. We're just no longer going to be able to have conversations with his fiance in the background.
Well, that's what I said in the video. It's gonna be a good thing. And like it's gonna be good in terms of like just like making it seem more pretty. It's gonna clean up the audio a lot more, but it's gonna be upsetting when we can't talk to her when she can't hear us.
We can't have conversations she doesn't know she's a part of.
Yeah. We should tag you in that ad so you can tag her in it to let her know she was in the video. She made an appearance. She's like our new Stan Lee. She makes cameos every now and then.
Dude, there is something in my eye and it hurts. I don't know what it is and I can't get it out.
Is it your eye?
Yeah. And if anyone says, okay, I was gonna say, if anyone says it's my finger, I'm going to smack you.
I was gonna say, I mean, it doesn't look like your hand should be there. That you might want to remove that, and I think your problem might go away.
Yeah, remove the speck out of your eye.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just hold that eye open and blow your nose. It'll take care of it. I promise. Don't do that. That is terrible advice.
I was gonna say,
don't trust
pop
me.
my eye out.
I can see my feet and the screen. This is not good.
Something is very wrong.
Yeah, but what was it?
I have often wondered what like that would look like. Like, that happens to people, and it's a dangerous thing when it happens, but that does sometimes happen to people, and you can still see out of that eye.
I think
I've always been curious, like, what does that, or even just people that can look in like tilt their eyes in different directions. Like, what does that look like to not see binocularly? Like, you just see 2 separate images at the same time, and it's just what does that even look like?
Well, I think Johnny Knoxville, he said that he like broke his skull once and his eyeball popped out when he sneezed. And he was like, dude, it is crazy. He's like, I was looking up because I held my eye in my hand, and I was looking up with one eye, looking straight with the other eye, and I didn't know where I was.
Oh, was it him or
I don't know what's happening.
Both of them are crazy people.
Both of them
Him or
probably
who?
have done it, Steve-O.
More likely.
Oh, who did you say it was?
It was
you
done
said
in
it was
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
But
Yeah.
Steve-O also does stupid stuff all the time.
Yeah.
He's cleaned himself up, though, like drug-wise, but he's still crazy.
He's still Steve-O.
Yeah.
The damage has been done.
That one hot ones where they eat the hot wings.
He poured the stuff in his
sauce
eye. Yeah, I saw that recently. I was like, no. You madman. It was the hottest sauce, too, and I'm like, no.
Don't do substances, kids.
Just
do
don't
substances.
be like Steve-O.
Yeah.
Or
Don't
Johnny.
aspire to be Steve-O.
Be
Or
like
Johnny
us.
Knoxville.
Play Minecraft, Lord of the Rings, and be nerds.
Or Bam Margera, for that matter. I used to essentially want to be Bam Margera just because his life, like, it was just so stupid, but it was so good. Like, he could just do whatever he wanted because he wanted, and then they'd put it on TV. When you are standing on the side of a highway on top of your own purple Lamborghini with a Sawzall and Billy Idol cutting a freaking moonroof in your Lamborghini, like, that is the epitome of life. It just doesn't get better than standing on the side of the road with an epic rock star cutting a hole in the top of your Lamborghini because you felt like it.
Hashtag goals.
It was. Now, I've grown up since then, and I've gone, yes, there were a lot of problems with everything that they were and everything that they did, and running into the bathroom to slap the living heck out of your father. Like, it was problematic. But standing on the side of the road, Billy Idol, Sawzall, Lamborghini.
We saw a video last night.
Just
We watched YouTube after we finished the new Mortal Kombat movie last night, and
Still have to watch that.
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, what is it on though?
It's on HBO and Hulu actually, but that
Okay.
gives you an HBO account apparently.
Okay.
But we were watching a YouTube video afterwards where it was like this guy was talking to the microphone, or he was talking on an interview, and he was talking about how he almost got hit by a car standing on the road the other day. And as he's standing there talking about it, a car flies off right next to him, and he goes, "Yeah, it was kind of like that. It's the same time tomorrow, boys." He's like, "I've stood on this road 3 times, and the car has just like driven past me." But I'm like, how does like that's like God, there's like an old term for it. It's like, I guess lightning doesn't strike twice, but for him, I guess it would. He tried hard enough.
Yeah.
But
Eating little weenies.
I want pigs in a blanket.
Oh, those are good.
I've had pigs in a blanket in years.
Same
pigs
though.
in a blanket.
When I worked in the restaurant at when I was younger, I think I had to one time like really make pigs in a blanket. I made over 900 pigs in a blanket. And for the restaurant when I was like 11 years old. I had to wrap them and put them in and cut them.
Unnecessary amount of pigs in a blanket.
It was for Calvary. They were having some big event though, so.
Don't know how long.
But so Mortal Kombat, right? Well, let's talk about Mortal Kombat. Andrew tweeted about it, so you know it must be pretty serious. It wasn't great. It was
Andrew
actually
did a Twitter.
It was. I liked it because I like Mortal Kombat, and it made me feel like I was playing the game because they did a better job making it feel like a game. But the original movie still is better. Original movie is still my favorite movie of all time. It's cheesy as heck, but it's my favorite movie of all time. I don't know if it was you. I was telling Andrew last night that I think we played. It was like H1Z1 or DayZ, and like we had Mortal Kombat on through our mics and running down the street, and people started fighting us.
Oh my, yeah, that was amazing.
People started following us, and then we fought in the middle of the road. I think that was H1Z1.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Yeah.
That game was kind of fun. I'm sad it's like gone now, but that was a fun game to just mess around in.
We could go back on it one day and see if anyone's actually on the servers.
Well, no, they shut the survival servers down
Aw.
completely. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get into that too much.
don't know. I've
I
just
think
been,
the battle royale is still up, but I don't know.
I've
I don't
just
think
been
anyone
cheering.
plays it anymore.
That was one of the first battle royales too.
You know, the only thing I truly like remember like watching that game on stream is Summit punching his monitor.
I think everyone remembers that. That's like the
It was
only
like-
time he did that.
That was like so great.
But yeah, the Mortal Kombat movie. It was not great story. They didn't have a lot of the real characters from the actual story. Like I think they made a character up for the movie, which was cool. It was kind of cool to do that. He was like a descendant of I don't know. He was a descendant of someone. It was kind of weird. If the character comes to the game, I'd like that character, but it just didn't feel like Mortal Kombat.
It's too late to add a new character to Mortal Kombat.
There's a lot of characters.
They can add a lot of characters. To
Are
that
you
game.
able to see?
It was cool to see them bring some of them that have never been on the screen before. Like they had Cable come on, the guy that runs really fast. They had like Melina actually on TV, or on the big screen, which was kind of cool.
But it was mask or no mask though, you know?
She had no mask on.
Okay.
So they did the teeth thing right. Like character design wise, they did a really good job. Except for like a couple of characters, but it was Mortal Kombat. It was the real story though. It wasn't like them just coming together to fight. It was like legit. Like they went into origin stories of like different people, like Sub-Zero actually doing what he did to Scorpion's clan and stuff. Like that stuff was actually explained more, which is from the games that Warner Brothers made rather than what the original team made back in the day. So it was like, okay, this is cool.
They didn't just do a WWE style tournament for a
No,
movie. They did an actual.
Okay. But I just, how was the Scorpion Sub-Zero fight? Because there had to be one, right?
it was interesting. It was actually really well done. The choreography is like super martial arts based. Like it was really hard hitting in martial arts, which is great because like the older movie didn't really do martial arts. They just did a lot of like punching and kicking and putting the ground in comedy. Like it was more of a comedy movie.
They did. I swear, the original movies, or at least what I saw of them, were it was just WWE with those characters on the big screen.
Yeah,
like that's all it was. It was pro wrestling themed after Mortal Kombat.
yeah. This one didn't feel like that. This one felt like true ninjas and stuff. But the fight, oof, so clean. Actually, like they had the guy that they made up in that fight too, because he's like I think he is in the game, but he's apparently like a part of the lineage that Scorpion's from. So like that's how they explained it. But it was cool. Like it was a good fight. They did get over here and stuff, but everything else was in Japanese. So you're like, okay, what's happening? Scorpion was pretty good. They did him really well. Shao Kahn was pretty good. They did Liu Kang and Kung Lao, which is the guy with the spinny hat. Like they did every character really well. Except for Kano was good, but he wasn't that good. He wasn't the OG Kano from the first movie. But and the theme song, they changed it up too, which made me sad.
What?
It's more like dubstep version of the Mortal Kombat song, and they didn't even say like Mortal Kombat when it started. It was just like doom 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 doom. It sounded like Mission Impossible.
He's been helping me.
What's the point?
that would have made it absolutely hilarious if like, Tom Cruise had come out as one of the characters.
I mean, if they bring him as
Sub-Zero.
Johnny Cage,
Sub-Zero comes out, lowers his mask. It's just Tom Cruise. Next guy comes out, removes their hat. It's just Tom Cruise. Just the whole cast is Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise would make a good Johnny Cage. I think. I really do think he would. He's got that jaw and everything.
That was the sergeant looking dude with the yellow hair, right? That was like the Lieutenant Surge looking dude.
No
Cage.
Johnny Cage was the actor, the Hollywood actor.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is a Hollywood actor, dude, who's all.
He married Sonya Blade eventually.
Yeah.
It was Sonya Blade's the commander.
I don't know the story that well.
Okay. Yeah. There wasn't story before until Mortal Kombat. Oh geez, 7 came out.
Yeah, but the thing is,
But that was still in the early 2000s. But then Mortal Kombat 9 came out, which kind of reset everything. And that was when they started doing like the series that's going on now, where they're at a Mortal Kombat 11. So
Shit.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's always been my favorite.
It's a really good fighting game, yeah.
Yeah. So for like, there was a couple times they made fun of button mashers in the movie, which is funny because he kept doing a move, and the guy that like knew how to play was like, or knew how to fight was like, "You gonna keep doing that to me?" And so he jumped to dodge it, and he did it again to him, and it was like, really? I'm like, Andrew, that's you. You're the button masher. That's you.
I would love to see someone just constantly grappling.
I'm a button masher.
The thing is I've never built.
See, I play Mortal Kombat like legit. Like I know I remember the moves for Scorpion and like all the other characters I like to play.
Then Logan's.
Then you get Andrew.
I had to pause and go to the menu for every finisher I ever did right.
Yep. I used to be like that, and then I started playing Smash more, and then I was like, oh wait, there's combinations to do stuff and whatnot. I was like, cool.
Fucking pixel
Smash
Now,
is a good.
I would learn some basic combos, like some 4 to 6 button combos, but once you got into the more complicated things and like the finishers and stuff, I'm just like, nope, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. If it's been a while, I'll look up the fatalities whenever I get the chance to do one. But if it's the same game, usually they keep them the same. But
What was the one Mortal Kombat where you could buy tokens to automatically do fatalities? I forgot which one it was.
That's so
you could,
stupid.
Yeah, you can just get a token, you press one button, and
The
then
snow
boom, you do
can end.
fatality.
Like I wasn't good at them, but I don't think that's a good idea. Like
Mortal Kombat 9, you could buy fatalities in the store. Not the store, but you could buy them in the crypt, which is where you walk around a cemetery.
No.
But yeah, but this was like, I think it was actually, I don't know, it was one of the newer, older ones, you know what I mean? It was somewhere in that general area.
Probably 7.
I just remember you were able to press one button if you had the token fatality. I was like, this is not Mortal Kombat.
The first Mortal Kombat that I really got into that was more recent was the Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Those are good.
Those were really good. It'd be cool to see a movie.
I love all the interactions with the characters.
Yeah. Which the Injustice games are also fantastic games made by the same people.
I did like the Injustice games. I liked I really liked
Why are you trying to make an
the
aquarium?
board transitions where you
Yeah.
could knock your opponent off the one side of the board and into a secondary stage.
Yeah.
It's funny how like DC's games are like usually really good and fun and whatnot, but their movies aren't the best. But then Marvel games aren't that great, but their movies are better. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of hilarious.
Well, and I used to maintain, and it's still kind of true, but like big movies, action films, comedies, stuff like that, big movies, big productions, Marvel has always had it.
Yeah.
Animation,
What?
DC.
series, like long stories in very there's I don't want to say cinematic because it's not cinematic. It's anyway the long written the longevity of their stories without losing depth.
Yeah.
Fuck, I need more orange.
So like the Young Justice and the original Teen Titans, like that, especially the animated stuff, they blew everybody out of the water with that.
I just finished Young Justice officially. Like I went back and finished the 3rd season after a year and a half, and you like don't really need to watch. Like you can remember it all once you start watching an episode. They do a really well job of that. Such a good show. They're making a 4th season, by the way. They
I
confirmed
don't think
the
I
4th.
made it all the way through the 2nd season because it kept moving where it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't.
2nd season's super sad, and the 3rd season is definitely not Cartoon Network anymore. Like they start like straight up having blood on, like this people died in a bed and like their blood's everywhere, or like there's one chick
But that
where
was
she can
always
heal.
like that was always the great thing about the DC stuff is it was gritty.
Yeah.
Like there it was there. The stuff was there. Especially the Batman stuff.
Yep.
Killing Joke. Good lord.
Oh, amazing.
Their animated movies are fantastic. I think that's the big thing. Marvel has some good animated movies too, but they're just so far and few.
Not like not like DC does.
DC makes a point to release like 2 or 3 movies a year that are just animated. and like Marvel's like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
And I'm sorry, you don't get real Batman on the big screen. You
No.
don't. Animated Batman, that's Batman.
Oh yeah, dark, angry.
But
Yeah.
still, like, there's the memes that float around, the pictures of the whole Justice League dealing with something, and they're talking to the parents, and Batman standing over to the side talking to the child.
Yeah.
Like, that's Batman. Like, he is the gritty, the nasty, the terror of the night. Hi, little child. I will protect you and keep you safe. Yeah. Pat, good birdie.
Do you remember there was a scene, or it's from one of their, it's probably from one of their movies, or maybe it's from his show, but where he swings on the swing set with a little girl that's a part of the Card Clan or whatever, and she's like,
it's dying. Part of the Justice. It's a part of one of the Justice League. That's right. Animated series.
Yeah, and she's dying, and he's there to tell her that it's okay. He takes her
well,
hand.
she was the bad guy antagonist of that story, but she was being manipulated. She was being pushed into everything, and it's been a long time since I've actually seen that one. I don't remember super big into the details, but she was the antagonist. They were all after her, trying to stop her reality bending insanity, and Batman just treated her like the broken, manipulated child that she was.
Yeah,
and helped her, and yeah, it was really sweet at the end.
Without spoiling it, Kevin, you watched the most recent episode of Invincible, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so without spoiling it, there was the scene where Omni-Man starts like doing the satellite stuff.
Yep.
There's a movie that was a Superman movie where like these British people start coming after him, and they take him to the moon and start doing stuff on the moon, and he snaps. Like they get him so hurt that he just snaps. Mm-hmm. And like that is one of the darkest, or one of the bloodiest DC animated films that was just Superman, because it's I forgot what it's called, but like basically he goes around and like starts like straight up like murking everyone in front of this dude that's like Captain England or something, and then at the end of it he like don't die over there. But at the end of it, instead of
on a cheeseburger, you words I can't say on a podcast.
Captain England, was that the problem? I don't. Have you seen what I'm talking about? I'm sure you've seen the clip. I probably sent it on.
I think I've seen the clip. Yeah.
And he doesn't actually kill any of them. He just
hope you're proud of yourself.
A little bit. Did my job.
No, wait.
I have bacon in my lungs.
Dude, that's like a gift from God. Don't complain. That's a gift.
I don't know about that.
No, bacon in your lungs, my guy?
That's not where bacon belongs.
Bacon belongs everywhere.
I want to poop out bacon one day.
Once I get a full stack of
Sorry.
Bacon, and it would have to like not chew it. You just have to swallow bacon, I feel like.
No. Like I want my bacon to come out as poop. Like my poop to come out as bacon.
No, I'm saying you just have to swallow the bacon.
Yeah, but like it's edible, not like
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. He's on TikTok.
God, I have some of those on.
He actually is. He's kind of weird on there too. I followed him for a while, but he came back and started posting more often, and he's kind of weird. Great actor, but yeah. So Captain England, Jason, like he went off on this dude and like made it seem like he killed all his friends, but at the end of it, you find out that no, he didn't kill any of them. He just did illusions and stuff and like made them go away really fast.
I was
kind of dang, Superman, what you doing, you crazy man? Your eye's bloodshot. What's happening? Are you still dying? Are you okay?
That would have been the most American way to die.
Talking about Captain
choking
England
on a cheeseburger, laughing at England.
Oh, there's an ad.
Not even just choking on a cheeseburger. I was suffocating on a cheeseburger. Like there was a piece lodged in the wrong pipe.
Is there anyone home to help you?
No.
Oh, you would have just died.
That's when you just go to a countertop and ram your stomach.
Just go to your dad's house. Oh wait,
just crawl up. Just crawling. He's next door. For those of you that don't know, just crawling up his front porch, knocking on the door. Captain England.
Speaking of your dad, he came over here finally, and dude, the living room is freezing. Apparently, the ground wire was no longer connected, which is why the unit didn't work outside anymore. I don't know how.
Fix the other two.
The other two were fine. It's just they leak, and that's just something else. I just needed him to get the living room one to work. See, Ivan needs to come out here and get someone to clean it. Is really the thing. Clean out the pipes.
He also
and stuff.
needs to replace those drain pipes that were improperly installed.
That would help too, but at least the living room is blowing cold air. Actually, the living room's colder than the bedrooms, which is sad.
I'm still coughing bacon out of my lungs.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now, and you talking about bacon makes me want to go buy bacon, but I can't buy bacon because I can't buy bacon. You suck. I suck. I made you laugh and almost die,
I was
but
about to say you almost killed me. But
great. I don't think we have someone to replace you yet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, we'll just record it.
Man, do you know how hard it is to find another monkey?
No, we'll just record it Weekend at Bernie style.
So why the fuck do you that?
There was actually, speaking of you, like the reaction of Monkey, Jason. I've edited tomorrow's video, or yesterday, whatever, Valheim this week, right? And there's a part where we're fighting the troll because Kevin found a troll, and you thought it was just like a regular troll, not one with a bat. After Kevin saying it was, and Andrew died, but you died before him, and we all go, "Oh no, Andrew, no, Andrew, no!" And you're like, "What? You guys are worried about him, and I'm the one that came over here." I'm like, "Oh no, Monkey died." Shortly after, I was like, that'd be our reaction 100%. Would just be, oh no, Jason's dead.
No, what are we gonna do?
We need more cowbell.
Moving on.
That sucks. Well, guess we're down to 3. How quickly can we ship that mic to Kevin? But speaking of which, before we start anything else, remember that how I'd have you turn on that noise gate, Jason? On OBS.
Yes.
Can you turn that off before we start recording everything else?
Yes. Yeah, I can
Okay.
turn everything on.
Your mic does this thing, and I don't know if I'm using the proper term, but I call it cut. It's fading out. It's fading out, or it cuts out. So like your mic starts to like pick it. Andrew did this too, and we fixed his problem by just turning that off. But you'll start talking, and if you're not loud enough in the mic, it'll just drop off. So like you just
If you're
cut.
not loud enough, or if you're
Well,
too loud.
if you're not talking in the mic enough, or maybe the mic's like over here or something, just every like couple words you say, just drop, and you can hear it falling off. So you'll be like, "Hey, how's it go? Hey."
Yeah, that's it doing its job, just
Yeah.
not tuned to the degree
But
that you want it.
I'm actually editing audio now after the fact now, so it's been coming out really well. So now we really don't need noise gate.
Yeah, I'll cut all that out.
Cool, because I
didn't want to use it to begin with. You wanted me to, so I'm like, all right.
It worked. I mean, honestly, I don't think you have that much background noise, anyways. Like, I think it was just. I think it was just.
I used to. The only reason I still have this in here is I used to put that in front of my door.
Yeah. And Kevin, it's
There's nothing like 6 inches of memory foam to.
I can't tell you when, but Andrew and I sat down again and we put it in our shopping cart. So expect it by the end of the month or at next month as your redirected package.
I almost made a really bad joke.
And Jason, you're about to get a package too. A redirected package at some point, maybe. Don't know what, but
sending me.
I don't. Well, we could just walk over there anyways, but don't know yet. Wait,
Special delivery.
just a gratitude package, I guess, is what we're calling it. I don't know. Andrew and I talked about it. We're like, hey, maybe we can make a T-shirt and throw it in the box too. But
A
we're like,
special delivery for a Mr. Stank. Yep, that's him right here, Mr. Stank.
I'm looking for a Tony Stank. Yeah, no, I got this one. Yeah, he's right here, guys, right here. Which I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if we talked about it last week, but apparently they're trying to make a 6-hour version of Endgame.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because they saw how well Snyder Cut did. So they're like, hey, we have a bunch of scenes we didn't get to add. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'd watch it only if they put in the scene of everyone kneeling when Tony Stark dies.
Yeah,
and
but let's face
possibly
it, you just watch that scene.
Yeah, but I watch it again. Or like having Nat's funeral, or maybe even explaining like each step of Captain America going back and putting the stones back. That'd be cool to see all those.
Yeah.
Or more dancing with Peggy.
Well, and just finding out, because I didn't watch Peggy Carter's show.
Oh yeah.
I watched the first 3 episodes and stopped.
But she had her whole life. Like, she had a husband. She didn't spend 80 years waiting around for Captain America to come back. And like, she talked to Steve about her husband and her life and everything. And now you're just going to erase all of that. You're just going to send Captain America back in time to get his girl. No, like, what happened to her whole story? Like, what happened to not being able to change time?
Yeah.
Like, what the...
Well, someone explained that possibly there are like little Easter eggs that it was actually Steve Rogers that went back in time and married her and was her husband, but they played it off because they never showed her husband. They never explained who he was, but the scene where the casket's being carried in Civil War, there's an old man, Steve Rogers, it looks like, on the left of where Steve is holding on the right. So they never saw each other, but there's a possibility that this whole time it could have been him that actually went back in time. And that's how it explained the time travel, is because he's still been there, but it wouldn't explain the time travel. I think Loki's going to explain time travel more soon. That comes out in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Falcon and Winter Soldier ended.
How time travel works in their actual universe.
Yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier ended. It was actually really well done, I think. I think it was a really good show completely as a whole. I don't know if you watched the last episode, Jason.
No, I think I've missed the last 2.
Both of them probably the best episodes. People hated the last episode of it, though. People were like, it sucks, this and that. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but this was the best written episode out of the whole series. Like, you guys just want to be petty about something that was good, because IGN.
Things to complain about. That's what people need.
We need to get $100,000, by the way. Right now.
What? So
we can hire Sydney Goodman to work for us. She's leaving IGN, and we could use that.
We need a ridiculous amount of money.
I'm gonna go spend all my money on lottery tickets to do this.
All right, let's hire Sydney Goodman to work for Redirected. Only way we're gonna have another In the Loop. That's what she did for them, though. She did like a daily In the Loop, though, for them, kind of. I think it was like a morning show kind of thing in her living room. Like Andrew has a crush on her. Don't tell her. Andrew, I followed her on Instagram because Andrew sent me a post, and he likes every single post of hers, and I'm like, Andrew has a crush on this chick. Totally. He doesn't like half the stuff I post, so it's definitely a crush. But
maybe your stuff just isn't that good.
I mean, it was pictures of Yaz, so. When I was God,
how's your photography doing? I don't know what you've done recently.
I don't have a camera right now, so.
Oh yeah, because you were using Bio's camera.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll get myself a camera.
Well, Mr. iPhone, you should. I
have my iPad
right now, but
my iPad takes good photos.
I was gonna say, phones are decent cameras now, as long as you have.
So, Jason, you know what?
So much for getting that back.
What?
You want me to explain what happened?
What did you do?
So,
finger. That's why you get one of these. Okay.
Well, this actually is. You know what? It wouldn't have mattered. You know what broke this phone? A Monster Energy can.
What? How?
So sometimes I don't have fingernails. My fingers kind of suck, so I can't always open the tab on those sometimes.
Did you try to open the tab with the edge of your damn phone?
Yes. And I looked at it later. I go, why is my phone purple? Oh.
Wait, you tried to do what?
I used the corner of it to just
He
not
used
open
it.
it.
He
No,
used
no,
it
no.
like a damn bottle opener.
No, not to open it. I opened it
if you-
just a tad to get my finger to go underneath it so I could pull the rest of the way up. I didn't use it all the way. It was like just barely any tension on it. I was just like, really?
That's fine.
There's
you
an
could
edge.
just use your teeth a little bit, bring it up a tiny bit so you don't ruin anything.
Except for my teeth.
Or use anything but the LCD screen of your phone.
Could
Well-
have just got one of these, bud. A screwdriver.
I don't know where my. Oh, well, yeah, it's funny. I actually have something
Use your
in my.
keys.
No, I had
Keys.
something.
Quarter. Use.
I had this
any-
from Chewy, and I forgot about it. It's on my keychain too.
when
I've never seen anyone trying to like. Why would you do this? Why?
because I don't have strong fingers. Sometimes.
But your phone of all things.
Yeah. It's okay.
in the 5 seconds I just spent looking around my desk, I found 20 other things.
I was at the church
use
at the
Besides your
soundboard.
LCD. You were at the church?
Yeah, there's nothing else on the soundboard anymore because we cleaned everything off.
Have you seen my dad's workstation?
Yeah, but my brain was trying to get it open quick because they were yelling at me to get something done. So I was like, ah, crap. Okay, I pulled. This was in my hand. I go, put my finger on it, twisted it, started chugging it. Literally at the end of service, I look at my phone and I go, maybe it was when it fell though, because it might not have been that. It fell at 1.2.
Still, cases.
That is possible. But that's what my old Moto Fast.
Yeah, it still works. I use it as a phone.
Yeah,
It just,
they're pretty durable. I've put these things through crazy things. This is the Moto Power.
yeah, I'm still
but-
using it. Like it's hard to look through Instagram, but because everything's
Yeah,
orange.
yeah. Can your iPhone do this? Huh?
Actually, yeah,
Huh?
if you set it up right.
Can your iPhone do this?
I think my Pixel can. I just don't know if it's like set up.
iPhones have a
about-
lot of
what about-
accessibility.
What about this one? What about this one?
What's that?
Can your iPhone do that? Huh?
Yeah, actually, if you set it up
Can your
right, it
iPhone
could.
do that?
I just double tap the power button for that.
Oh, dude, I didn't know I could do. Oh, I just dropped it.
You didn't know you could do what?
I don't know if I could do this and it would turn the camera.
Open the camera on? Yeah. Do it again. It'll change the
Yeah,
the screen. Turn to the other camera.
that's
I,
cool.
I love Moto stuff.
I do too. I when Motos was like, "Hey, we're coming back with the Razor too," I was like, maybe I'll get it eventually, but I'm not 100% sure.
Were they the ones that did the flip phone? The
Razor.
folding
Yeah,
screen? Well, no, the
Yeah, yeah,
folding
yeah.
screen phone. Was that what
Yeah.
their Razor was?
yeah. Samsung did the same thing, but it was like a hot dog.
I've
bun.
been waiting
You know,
for
I kind
bendable
of
glass forever.
You want one of those flip ones? The
Yeah.
Samsung one.
I do, but I'm also afraid of getting it because I feel like cases for it are really annoying to get, and they won't work well.
They're accessible.
Yeah, I don't know how cases for those phones are gonna work right now.
I mean, it just cut in half, so where it can bend, and just like they can.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
then you have an unprotected edge of screen because it's not like an old flip phone where there's a hinge. Like it is screen, and
Yeah.
the screen bends. So on the backside, like you've just got these exposed sections.
That's why I don't think flip screens are awesome. They're cool in concept, but
No,
they should
it's
not have been
fantastic.
made.
It's so cool. The reason I'm so excited about it is we're finally getting like proper looking wrist formed communication devices. Like we're properly, you know what? We could just strap this stuff to our arm, and now we can bend it around our arm.
Yeah. I mean, Apple Watches and Samsung Watches, and I think Fitbit really was one of the first to do it, though, in my opinion. Fitbit was like, hey,
But that's not what I'm talking about. That's like that big, and like it doesn't really go out to it's like just a square. No. I'm talking about a phone-sized wraps halfway around your arm device. Like they've gotten more and more comfortable now, where it is like taking this
Putting it on your
and
arm.
then just flattening it around your arm, forming it to the shape of your arm.
Give me a Pip-Boy.
A couple years ago, they had
not quite, because Pip-Boy stood like out to here.
Pip-Boys are still like that, but like futuristic Pip-Boy kind of thing, you know?
Just give me
that's
a Pip-Boy.
That's exactly what I want.
A Pip-Boy would be kind of cool. I kind of want one.
I still have the Pip-Boy that came with Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Special edition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you put your phone in that?
The moment,
Can't you put your phone in that?
Yeah. The moment they announced it, I had to get a PlayStation. I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. I got a PlayStation version of the game just to get the Pip-Boy. Because they were out so quickly.
That could be used as the case. There's a case for you. That's super protected.
I just looked to my left at my other screen, and it's us riding Space Mountain in Minecraft.
That's Andrew's thumbnail as well, or not thumbnail, but that's his thing too.
And like the way the picture came out, my monkey's face staring at the back of your head, just like.
Yeah, when we're done with Lord of the Rings, I like your idea. I told Andrew about it of us going back to Disney again after we finish every series.
Every time we finish a series, she's like, "You guys have just finished another series of Minecraft. What are you doing now? We're going to Disney World."
So, Kevin, you're gonna be there hopefully next time, because then you can experience Disney. Yeah.
But I do think like it shouldn't matter what the series is that we finish. Like if we finish a series in any game, we dress our Minecraft characters to look like that, like whatever we were from that series, and then go to Disney.
I was telling Andrew, I said I think it'd be cool if I think I didn't expect the roleplay thing to come off like it did, like especially like I was the most worried because I sucked at roleplay. I mean I suck at pillow talk too, so just throwing that out there.
Hey, not on my Christian Minecraft podcast.
No, but like I was just like concerned that it wouldn't work too well, and then like as I listened back to it later, I was like naming off like my great grandmother. I'm like, man, I got into it more than I thought I did. I'm like, maybe we should do more roleplay stuff on Minecraft, because I'm like, that might set us apart from other people for a while. I mean, we'll still do some regular Minecraft stuff here and there, but the roleplay stuff, we can go to like Jurassic Park and like walk around and
my ADHD has gotten worse. I don't know if I've just let it get worse. Like I think I'm masking less now, which is good, but still.
You wear a mask? I mean, COVID, but
no, ADHD masking. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend you don't. We all do it.
What?
But yes, the ramblings of a madman from last podcast were.
Yeah, that's still like that's the weirdest part of the podcast. Like it became an ongoing joke.
Okay.
A Mexican, and we're like, what?
It's a Mexamec. It's a Mexamec suit. That's what my brain went to, was a Mexamec suit.
Yeah.
Which was just like a what were they even called? The big suits from from Anthem. Colossus.
Yeah.
It was just a Colossus painted like a Mexican flag with like the symbol in the middle, or no, on the shield, even better. Like it was just a Mexican flag shield. And there was like, there's no racist connotation there. That's just my brain made a word and it just went, this is what that would look like.
The mariachi band playing in the background too.
Well, now
the speakers on it. Okay. No,
but now my brain is thinking about what a mariachi band made up of all the Anthem suits would look like.
Why? Just a bunch of sombreros.
Oh,
mariachi band.
The Colossus absolutely plays a tiny little trumpet.
Does he have a mustache? Do they all wear mustaches?
Yes, they all have mustaches that are made like they're just like metal hole grab bars. They're just like bull bars across the front of the mask. Except for I forget all of the classes' names. What was the fast one called? Interceptor.
Interceptor.
Except for the Interceptor, where the pole bars, instead of coming up, they just go like this.
Started saying that with an accent. You know that, right? Like, they just go like this.
That's a whole different ADHD thing, and I forget what that one's called. But yeah, that's a thing that happens. I thought it was just me, and I thought it was problematic until I started doing more research, and then I realized, oh no, that's just a thing. That's just a symptom of the thing. We start to adapt and like meld into whatever's around us. So if you start talking to an ADHD person in an accent, they will slowly start forming to that accent.
It's to me all the time.
I do that too. So does my mom.
I used to think it was just a problematic thing that I did, and then again in research, I found like, oh, that's just okay. Like that's just it can still be problematic to some people. Like somebody gets offended over it, but at least I have an explanation. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I did it. I didn't realize I was starting to do it. It's not a thing. I'm not mocking you. I just that's what my brain does.
Yeah, because back on like 360, I had a lot of friends from like Australia and stuff, and I would always get that accent.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I doing this? I'm not trying.
You're like, I'm Australian now, mate, and they're like, no, you're not.
Right, mate. And then wait.
A wild Andrew has appeared.
Wow.
Prepare for battle.
And he's gone.
And he's disappeared.
That's why I said it to 3, good sir. That's why I said it to 3.
I was gonna do the Pokemon theme song, but it was too late.
I mean, it's too late. He's already interrupted everything. Just drag him back over here into the podcast.
Nah, he's fine. Because we're pretty much at the end anyways, so it's like
I can't do that anymore. You took all my controls away from me.
Yeah. But there was one thing I wanted to say. I finally watched Galaxy Quest.
Really?
I joined the Mactar.
I'm sorry.
It was such a good movie though. Like I think it was better than Spaceballs.
It's such a great bad movie.
I wouldn't say
how
that. Spaceballs is
dare you.
But it's also not the same thing. Like Spaceballs is its own thing, whereas like Galaxy Quest is like a different story. The reason I say it's better is like I didn't think I liked Tim Allen as much as I did until I watched him again. And Tim Allen is such a good actor. Like he's weird.
I still love that his name is Jason Nesmith.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that on purpose. Like
I can just see him waving a robotic arm around. Yeah. with a TGAT.
No, Spaceballs is my favorite movie of all time.
Yes, don't ever no.
It wasn't. No, I'm just saying. Like I liked it. For me, I liked it better.
Burn you.
Ooh.
Ah!
Fire! I wasn't ready.
A counterattack.
Wait. You had a long lighter, right? Kevin?
Long lighter.
Yeah, and you had a short lighter? Yeah. I have their child.
Wait, hold on.
Good thing it's water.
I have a fan on at the top, so
Me.
I got a fan on, but it's way behind me, so it's not blowing.
give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
I lost it for a second.
What?
That makes this.
Kind of hard on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, not on my Christian Minecraft podcast.
All right.
We are not a Minecraft podcast.
I think that was a good place to stop. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else.
No? I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and follow the channel. And we're going to go be idiots in Minecraft.
Do not confuse me with a conjurer of cheap tricks.
I'm going to make fire appear before your eyes.
Okay, bye.